I'm about to show you one of my favorite snacks, besides popcorn, and it's roasted almonds. We leave a bowl out, and everybody that walks by that bowl has to pick at it. The great thing about roasted almonds is they're really healthy, they're full of fiber, and they're really easy to make. Actually, the hardest thing about this whole thing is waiting for the oven to heat up to temperature. I'm not kidding. So let's get going. So I have a baking sheet here, and I've put parchment paper on it. You don't have to put parchment paper on it, but I always do because of habit. And I've got about 2 cups of almonds here. They're whole almonds. You can actually put as many almonds as you want, as long as they're not piling up on each other. So there you go. That's the hardest part of this whole recipe. And I'm going to spread them out again so they're not on top of each other. And honestly, that's it. So I'm going to pop them in a 400-degree oven, and I'm going to bake them for about 10 or 15 minutes, and every 5 minutes I'm going to give them a toss. I like to go the full out 15 minutes because I really like that solid roasted flavor, but really it's your choice. It's up to you how deep you want them roasted. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, so we're going to go in and just give them a little toss. That's the end of that. You have to make sure that you watch. Make sure that you watch from here on in because they can burn very easily. So we're going to go in another 4 or 5 minutes, give it another toss, and we'll come back. Okay, it's another 5. It's been about 4 minutes. And in the first 5 minutes it was cooking, you could actually start to smell them. And now, after about 9 or 10 minutes of cooking, oh, they're smelling really good. And see how they're just darkening up a little bit? That's perfect. So for me, I'm going to let it go for another 4 or 5 minutes. You might like them just like the way they are. So we're going to put them in, and again, watching them. And a little tip, I buy these at the bulk food store because they're a lot cheaper. So didn't want to forget that tip. So going in another 4 minutes. Perfect. They're done. Look at that. Oh, and the smell, it's so wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to put these on the counter and I'm going to let them cool completely. Why? Because if I put them in a bowl now, they're going to be on top of each other and then they'll get soft and they won't be crunchy. So it's going to take about half an hour or so for them to cool completely.